It's done in Region 10. How come? DPWS now is funding housing projects. Kailan nangyari ito?
Yes, KaenSerye.
When I asked him, yung baga kung pagtatayuan ng lupa ng housing project na yan, costing 50 million pesos. By the way, Mr. Secretary, yung contractor doon ay itong Alpha and Omega General Contractor and Development Corporation, one of the 15 contractors identified by the President. Sabi ko, tinatanong ko sa kanya, alam mo ba na yung pagtatayuan ng housing project na ito ay hindi pa sa pangalan ng city? I don't know, sir. Bakit hindi mo alam? Kasi po, mag-audit lang po kami pagkatapos ng project. Baka naman nakakita ko. Ibig ko sinasabi ko na nga sa iyo ngayon eh. The city of Laman, the local government's LG unit at that time succeeded in getting a writ of possession. On the basis of the writ of possession, Itato Estrada, Majority Leader Joel Villanueva, and Minority Leader Vicente Soto III. The committee will conduct inquiries or investigations in aid of legislation in accordance with the pertinent provision of the rules of the Senate and the rules of procedure governing inquiries in aid of legislation as amended. We now proceed with the consideration and adoption of the rules of the Blue Ribbon Committee that will guide our committee in its operations and conduct of meetings, hearings, and investigations. Before the members of this committee is a copy of the proposed rules. Which are the same rules adopted by the Blue Ribbon Committee during the 19th Congress. Do I hear a motion to adopt these rules? I move to adopt the rules, Mr. Chair. I second the motion, Mr. Chair. Thank you. There is a motion on the floor, as well as a second. Is there any objection? There being none, the motion for adoption of the rules hereby approved. These rules are prepared for all proceedings, meetings, hearings, and investigations of this committee during the 20th Congress. Magandang umaga po sa lahat ng naririto ngayon sa pag-uumpisa ng ating pagdinig sa isang pinaka-controversial na paksa. Ang usapin patungkol sa mga flood control projects na pinagmagatang Philippines underwater. On August 11, 2025, President Ferdinand Marcos Jr. disclosed deeply troubling findings from an initial government review of flood control projects implemented so far during his administration. The President revealed that only 15 contractors have cornered approximately 100 billion worth of flood control projects, representing 20%
Bagoong yung ano, gulay.
545.6 billion pesos allocated for some 9,855 flood control projects from July 2022 to May 2025. The Senate Blue Ribbon Committee convenes today for this motu proprio inquiry into serious allegations of misfeasance and unfeasance concerning the award and implementation of flood control projects.
Di ba siya ang pinilit kay ano?
This growth is proportionately concentrated among a select group of contractors. Napapanood na para alamin at himayin ang
Bakit yan?
katotohanan
Di ba sa ibal?
mga maanomalyang
Di ba siya kasali?
nakapalibot sa mga kontratang inilaan para sa flood
Sa flood control?
Teresa ba?
Tama na ang pagpapaikot at paglihis sa tunay na problema.
Teresa? Kasali?
Ngayong bigyang linaw at sagot ang mga kababalaghang nangyayari sa mga kontratang pinasok ng gobyerno at ang mga private contractors.
Napikot-ikot lang naman yung mga tao.
The root of the
Kasi
issue
sila
before
lang ang
us
leader
boils
niya.
down to the rampant corruption entangled with the core of our government. Tila sakit na cancer na siyang unti-unting sumisira
Kay Jinggoy
sa
nga, dami
ating
nga bus
bansa.
kay Jinggoy.
Records will show that
Kay Jinggoy,
billions are
daming bus.
spent every
Magnanakaw kontra
flood
magnanakaw.
control
Sabi din.
projects that are supposed to
Ganun yung
control
dating
or
sabi
mitigate
Ganun yung
flooding in
rebellion.
our country. The magnitude of this issue cannot be understated.
Galit sila.
Funds are
Takot ka?
wasted over questionable projects. Lives and properties are lost due to failures in flood control.
Yan.
Enough is
Wala.
enough. Pagod na ang
Nabasa ka na
mamamayang
naman, ha?
Pilipino na lumikas mula sa kanilang mga tahanan sa maghakot ng kagamitan
Okay. Sorry.
upang makaligtas sa panganib na dulot ng rumaragasang tubig. We should not accept this misfortune simply as effects of climate change.
Ang tubig mo.
It will never
Ayan,
be a valid justification for our
Ayan,
failure to provide strong and
Napagod
protective
si Paul pa
shields
din, ah.
against something inevitable but preventable. The Netherlands is 25 to 30% below sea level.
Bubuo ka
Yet its innovative people gifted the world with engineering solutions to flood problems. We have a choice. Either we adopt the best practices of the Netherlands or we settle as poor copy of Venice and the Orient. As members of the Senate Blue Ribbon Committee, we're duty-bound under the Constitution to conduct inquiries in aid of legislation. Our mandate extends beyond mere investigation. We must examine whether existing laws and regulations governing public procurement, project implementation, and infrastructure development are adequate and properly enforced. The potential violations under scrutiny include government procurement laws, Republic Act 3019, Republic Act 6713, and various DPWH and TBM procurement guidelines. And
Maybe,
circulars. The committee seeks to, number 1,
Kaya ni Kaon?
establish the facts
Yeah,
surrounding the concentration of flood control contracts among 15 contractors and beyond, if warranted. 2. Examine compliance with procurement laws, regulations, and due process requirements. 3. Investigate probable irregularities in bidding processes, technical specifications, and project awards.
Katay
4.
na nanay mo.
Assess the quality and effectiveness of completed flood control projects.
Isang pagat na.
5. Identify
Isang pagat.
systemic weaknesses in government procurement and project monitoring.
Magkano ka?
6. Determine accountability for any malfeasance, misfeasance, or nonfeasance. Number 7. Recommend legislative measures
Kaya pala
to prevent similar
madali niya.
occurrences and strengthen oversight mechanisms. The committee shall conduct these proceedings guided by the following principles.
Maligay na lang yun ni Kuya sa ano nyo, sa kapatid nyo kay. Ano naman siya, di ba? Para nagkita rin sa
Para masira ito po.
All resource persons and parties shall be afforded their constitutional rights, including the right to counsel and protection against self-incrimination. Impartiality. This committee approaches this inquiry without predetermined conclusions, committed only to uncovering the truth based on evidence and testimony. Public interest. Our primary consideration is the protection of public funds.
Huwag na maglaro tubig na.
Of effective flood control solutions.
Iyaan mo siya?
Tinatapon mo lang yun.
Of the Filipino people.
Meron pa?
During the course of this inquiry, we expect to hear from officials from the Department of Public Works and Highways,
O yan?
representatives from Department of Budget and Management, recommendations from the Commission Audit, representatives from the 15 contractors identified by President Marcos Jr. in press conference
Wala ta ang ano, ang abdo.
Bandang yun, si
2025.
Marcos pa yung nag-iimbestiga.
We shall examine procurement documents and bidding
Kaldi ko tao
reports,
na kami, Romuald Dizzy.
implementation
Ngayon nga lang yan nangyari eh.
certifications,
Na nagka-imbestigahan. Yun ang nangyari sa panahon ni
analysis of
Marcos.
project costs and
Yun
effectiveness.
ang nangyari kasi dyan sa Barcolita.
Hindi
Kahit na kung
Hindi man lang kaya yan. Blue Ribbon, ang daming sangkot eh.
pagdinig tungkol dito,
Malalaki
hindi
tao.
ito plataforma. Ito plataforma para magpasikat o magpalakas tayo sa mga tao. Lalong hindi ito pamumulitika o pagsira sa reputasyon ng kahit sino. Nais ng kumiting ito na gawing makabuluhan at produktibo ang bawat pagdinig ng ating
Kaya
gagawin.
pala nag-aagawan sa...
May I remind our resource persons to
Kaya walang humawak sa Red Ribbon na. May Blue Ribbon, Barcolita lang.
Please don't be too smart. Confucius said that if you are the smartest person
Kasi pinagmimitingan din yan sa ano eh, sa mga pro-senador eh. Pinig-
Wala. Tawa na ako na save.